Hello everybody, you're welcome back to Wallaby Racing League. We are here for Tier 1 tonight, doing their catch-up round at Las Vegas. So the league will be all back up to date soon, as this is normally round 4. However, it is... well, Tier 1 didn't race at Vegas, which was 2 rounds ago, due to State of Origin, I believe it was. But we're now here, and we've got almost a full grid. I believe we've got one more coming. I might be wrong. However, 18 drivers should still be good. How are we, Bremer? Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Wednesday night. As we last week had the 100% race at Spa, and that was a very successful race with Big Man Ride taking the win, as the championship leader has a bit of work to do today, as we'll quickly have a look at the standings before everyone goes on to their laps. I have it here somewhere. There it is. So Big Man Ride leads by only 3 points over Jono, and Oxchillo sits behind, not too far back, in third, with Left 4 Dead fourth, and ZK fifth, and Viper sixth, and even Abyss not far back in seventh as well. It's really close, the fight for the championship, so it's going to be very exciting. We've got a lot of drivers playing a bit of catch-up as well after having some poor races in the double points, but constructors as well. Red Bull still lead, but Aston, big round last week, having 2 brilliant races with their drivers, as they gained 7 places up to second. It was a very great race for them. Racing Bulls up to 6th as well, so the carrying that Left 4 Dead's doing is very good, as we can see there. But hey, things can change throughout the season, obviously. McLaren have a bit of work to do with only 10 points. We shall get back to the racing though. Qualifying, as we have some drivers on laps now. We'll have a look at Abyss coming through the first sector now, as this is a track that no one really has raced on, to be honest. I think especially in this league, Wallaby have before this season haven't raced in this track at all, except for season 7 when Tier 3 raced here during the mystery round. But other than that, no one has raced here as the full-time calendar. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys do today. But let us know in the chat who you think's going to take it out. Wingy, why is your wheel broken? What happened? I heard it broke. Oh, Abyss taps the wall there going onto the strip. That's going to cost them a big loss, a lot of time there, unfortunately. But it's only a banker. That is not ideal, as we'll have the Mercedes, I believe, doing the lap. No, it's Rilo. So Abyss will be the first to cross the line, so we'll keep watching him coming into this little chicane now. Getting on the power, nice and well, clipping the inside there. Viper does cross the line first with a 130.8 banker. So that's a good lap for him. Let's see what Abyss can do. His teammate, it's a 30.5, even with the wall tap. That's a good lap there from Abyss. And we'll see everyone flying through now. JDR, Mr. Thunder, Zodzi crossing the line as well. He goes 4th. We'll see ZK as well, and the 2 Williams crossing the line. That's Wooly on his... I think he's raced in Wallaby before, I might be wrong, but he hasn't raced in a little while, as ZK crosses the line and does a 130.7. Puts himself on the front row. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Can you fix it at all, or is it like fully broken? You have to get a new one. We'll keep going as Uff and Hoof. Oh, I forgot about Uff. He is here from Tier 2. He's reserving up in Tier 1 tonight. So as Oxchillo goes to the top with a 30.567. As no Ferrari Pro, 30.3. That's a good lap there from the Alpine. Oh, you were able to get a refund? Even though you've had the Logitech for that long? Far out. That's good then. That's actually really good then, if you got a refund. You can use a bit of that and, yeah, save up for JB. Oh, nice. Yes, save up and get a Fanatec. Alrighty. anyone else on laps. I think MJ is harvesting the battery, ready to go again shortly. Zodzi is on another lap, so he's going to burn all the way down to... Actually, he might be coming in. Yep, he is. Okay, he's burning like he's on a lap. Rylo, I don't think anyone's on a lap. I don't even think Rylo's on a lap. Yeah, Mose is good for PC, but for... I think they do have one... Oh wait, no, yeah, you are right. You got a R3, so I'm pretty sure you can get that. That's compatible with Xbox. The R3 I know is, or the Xbox PC bundle. There's an Xbox PC one. I think I can't remember. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it does look good. It's a solid wheel. Andre. I'm going to call him that because I can't even see the end of his last name. So we'll call him Andre. He's here on his Wallaby debut. Joined the server a couple of days ago, I think it was actually. And he's been put tier 1. So let's see how he goes in terms of pace. 31.8 puts him at 14th. But so we'll see what happens. It's just the start for him. Fat Cat Batman on an outlap, and Sammy as well. Get the 4mm mod for yeah. Looks like Mose is the way to go if you're PC and even so. If you have the money as well, because I know there's a lot of expensive wheels out there and stuff. So let's see what MJ Roller can do crossing the line. Does he improve? He does by 75 thousandths of a second. Puts himself 10th. Or stays 10th. But everyone's chilling in the pits. Oh, Yuki Bear is on a lap, so we'll watch Yuki. He's actually down, so he's done. Fat Cat, he's on a lap in the Sauber. Ooh, sliding his way through the sphere section. And oh my god, he's getting the rears lit up, that's for sure. On the run down towards the strip. Let's see what he can do in this middle sector. He's actually, well, he hasn't done a lap yet. It's a 55.352. I don't know how good that is, where it stacks up against the others. He might even, if he gets close enough, he might get a little bit of a tow from the Ferrari of Zodzi. But he heads down into the final little chicane here. Oh, it's a bit deep, but he navigates it well. And onto the main straight now. Burning all the battery down to 0%. He crosses the line and it's going to be a third. Oh my god, I think he invalidated at the final corner. Oh, that would have been... Oh no, he didn't. He just lagged. I was going to say, 30.3. That's a good lap. Let's quickly check. Are we all good? Yeah, we're fine. I thought it was lagging. I thought he invalidated final corner because it took a while to register there. But that is a very good lap from Fat Cat. And it puts both of the Saubers second and third. This lineup is a very good lineup. And I think it was with Mutif who was able, the TP of Sauber, who was able to snatch Fat Cat as a reserve to go full time. So this is him and Oxtrillo. They're going to do some big things and most likely challenge the Red Bulls of Abyss and Viper, who are also a very, very strong lineup too. And everyone's coming out on outlaps, getting ready for their second lap, so we will watch them. We'll watch Viper. He's currently almost 3/10 up in the middle sector, so Viper, let's see what he can do. We got a hot lap request from Hunter. We'll see who it's for after this lap. Lefty hot lap, well that's perfect, as he will be about to start a lap once Viper is done. So we will go on board with him after that. But Viper through the final sector now, getting onto the curbs. Navigating it very nicely indeed. And across the line now, it's going to be a 30.498, putting him onto the second row as Left Daddy's going onto the strip. So watch Ox, and I'll keep an eye out for Lefty. Oxchillo currently in fourth, 2/10, so 2.5 tenths off pole. He needs a little bit more time. We'll see what he can do in the middle sector. Fighting the car there. Getting a tap of the wall there. He's 3/10 down. So he's got a lot of time to find here in the final sector if he wants to make something work. Man Rai, he did go 7th fastest. I did miss that before. But we will now go on to Left 4 Dead to start his lap. So, lap around Vegas with our 2nd place driver last week. Down into turn number 1, is going to get down to 3rd gear. Get onto the power. Nice and careful. It's very easy to lose traction there and spin it on the throttle. Down to turn 2, wants to burn a bit of battery. 5th, upshift to 6th, and it's a little run down towards turn number 3 then. Pretty hard braking zone, difficult to get right, especially when you're coming at so much speed, but he does it well, hits the apex very nicely. A little bit of a tap on the wall on the exit, however, I don't think it will lose too much time. He's 8/100ths up. There's a bit of front locking there, as that might compromise his run through the sphere section. As we'll see, getting on the power is very tricky through here. A lot of front locking, but he's going to burn make up for it on the run down towards the strip. And on the brakes. This is a tricky corner to get it right because you've got to turn it, but you also got to watch out for the wall on the right because that can really make or break your lap, or really ruin it if you tap it. But this sector's been brilliant for him. It's 2.25 cents up for Left 4 Dead, and now towards the strip. You want to hug the inside as tight as you can and burn a bit of battery, but you also want to save enough so you have enough battery for the final straight after the chicane. Top speeds, the engine's screaming there, but yeah, through the chicane. Oh, that's brilliant. Getting over the curves very nicely there and up towards the line now, rounding the final corner, and it's going to be a 30.265. That's provisional pole. That is a good lap. So very good for him. We'll look at Man Rai. I don't think he might have improved. I'm not sure. Abyss. He's done. ZK's on a lap, I think. He's getting a bit of a toe from the Sauber. I think he's done a lap. I think he's not on a lap. I don't think he is. Yeah, I was going to say, I was a bit confused. But Hoof and Hoof. Tier 1 debut, I believe. I think it's a Tier 1 debut. I might be wrong. But I believe, because he races Tier 2, he's currently the championship leader. So he's doing very well in Tier 2. Let's see how he fares against the big boys in Tier 1 today. I know he has the pace, so I reckon he can challenge for a solid result tonight. So it should be good to see how he goes. Fat Cat, he's on a lap as well now, so we will watch him. He's on debut covering for Kano, yeah. That should be good. Hopefully he goes well. As he is a good driver, I do follow him in Rapid, as he is on a TP over there, and he's on driver in Tier 2 as well. So he's got the pace, and I think he can do well tonight. As Fat Cat on the run down to the sphere section. Like I said, it's very easy to lock the fronts there, so you got to manage it well. But then it's fighting the car through here, getting on the power. That's a really nice run through there for Fat Cat. We'll see if he can improve, as the end of the middle sector is not far away. Nice and easy through. Want to get over that curve, but it's a little bit of a tap on the wall. It's going to lose him a bit of time, but he's 800s up for now. The delta will go down, but if he burns well, he's going to hug that inside line down the strip. Long straight. Plenty of time to find if you get the battery burning correct here. Dead joke. Oh dear. You know what we're going to do? This will be a Skillsy reference here. Hang on. Oh, he's done, I think. Why is he weaving there? Is he actually going to improve? He does! Brilliant! It's a 30.2, and he goes on to provisional pole for Fat Cat Batman. Great lap. So we'll have everyone go for their final runs. What was the one that Skillsy said? There was one, it's not only the two people, but I remember at this race for Tier 2, he was saying, It was the cows don't go who, they go moo. Is that goated one? But you need 2 people, so that's alright. We'll find one later. Find a proper one. Everyone's going out for their outlaps. GOMD is a skillsy reference. Those are the best ones, man. Speaking of skillsy, we get to play his beautiful video right after qualifying, so get ready for that. So it looks like Fat Cat will be done, as I don't think he'll have time. Yeah, he won't have time to get another lap in, so he'll be done. But we'll have everyone else who will chase him down and try to take pole here for Las Vegas. As Ozzy has retired, he's done, settling for 12th with a 1:31.0 at least. Who will be first? It looks like it'll be the Mercedes of Rilo to kick us off. So let's see what he can do. I think Oxford pole. I mean, fair. He's only 3/10 off, about 3.5. So it's not impossible, but we'll see what he can do. We'll watch him and then we'll also watch the others as he'll be the first. Up your teammate. Yep. Rilo. But here we go. Oxchillo starting his lap now. Currently, I think it was 3rd in the championship or 4th. I remember saying that before, but down to turn 1. 3rd gear, hugging down inside the line, opening up turn 2. Cuts in very well there. Short shift up to 6th gear as well. Don't want to let it rev out too much. And burn on the run down to the end of the first sector. And then once we go through Ox on the first sector, we'll go to some others. He's up by just under half a tenth. So, Manrai, it says he's up by a tenth, but he's not even done the first sector. So we'll see what he can do. He's 800s up. ZK next. Oh, taps the wall. A little bit, he's down, unfortunately for him. Abyss. He's one to watch. 2 left for dead through the first sector. Left for dead Ferrari Pro. Going to be wants to watch Ferrari Pro's only 3 1,000s up on his time. Going down at the strip. So what can happen? Lefty's up by 12 1,000ths of a second. Can he chase and pass Fat Cat for pole? Who knows? Oxchillo will be crossing the line very soon. Let's see what he can do. It's going to be a burn all the way down to the line. And Oxchillo, can he improve or maybe still pole? He cannot. He only goes 5th fastest. That's unfortunate for him. Left for Dead's up by... Oh, he's down by a 10.5. That's unfortunate for him. Abyss goes 4th. Manrai, he's going to be next. What can Manrai do? He goes 5th fastest. Viper, he goes 6th. So Ox is in 7th. Ferrari Pro is done. He's 3rd. The McLarens are crossing the line. That's Sammy and Yuki Bear. Left for Dead now is the one to watch for, an Uffenhoof as well. And also that Williams. I think that's MJ Roller and Wooly. Wooly crosses the line. He goes 15th fastest. MJ Roller's 10th. Left for Dead rounds the final corner. He cannot improve. So it is Fat Cat Batman on pole position. That is a great lap from him. It didn't even need the final run. And he takes pole here at Las Vegas. So we'll quickly look at these quali positions and then we'll get the video going because I believe this was the long run. Don't want to do a wingy from Tier 4 comms, eh? A couple of weeks ago, but great lap from Fat Cat Batman. He takes it by just under half a tenth over Left 4 Dead. We should have a good race installed. It's time for the video.
Well, here we go then. We are at Wallaby Racing League Season 9 and we are set for Round 2. Round 1 served up some spicy racing through all 4 tiers over at Suzuka in Japan, and now we are here at Las Vegas. This is the first time that Wallaby Racing League has ever raced here at Vegas, and so we don't have any previous race winners, but we are excited to race around Vegas and race around the famous landmarks here in the desert. So let's have a look at the track then. The lap length is 6.1 kilometers long. We'll be racing for 25 laps in our 50%er, and the race distance is just over 157 kilometers. There are 2 DRS zones, 2 straights there in the first sector and the third sector in one of the longest straights of the season. We have 17 corners, 10 to the left and 7 to the right as we navigate around the streets here in the desert. The tyre compounds for this evening is a C5, C4 and C3 tyre representing the soft, medium and hard. That is what Pirelli is bringing us this evening, and we'll have the intermediate and wets if required. So that's it from us. Let's go racing, lights out in the desert.
Five red lights here at Vegas for Tier 1. And we are underway. It's a good start from Fat Cat. We have a little bit of a glitch there, but it should fix itself. It's saying Viper leads. Hopefully we don't have to restart, but it is Fat Cat Batman in the lead from Left 4 Dead in second, and then Ferrari Pro in third. And then we have Abyss in fourth. Hopefully this fixes itself. It should. It says Viper's first, but he is not. So let's hope it fixes it after the first sector, but everyone's squabbling for positions down in the midfield. MJ Roller getting ahead of Potato as it has fixed itself. So it is Fat Cat who leads. Then I'm just quickly making sure everything's right. Yep, it's perfect. I nearly did a wingy, unfortunately. We timed that perfectly with the video. So that was a close call as Rilo is having a bit of connection problems. He's back in the lobby though. So Fat Cat leads from Left 4 Dead second, Ferrari Pro third, Abyss fourth and Viper fifth, and Oxchillo sixth, and Manrai getting ahead of ZK. I think he was already ahead, but he's dropped down to seventh off of the start. And Potato jumping some positions. MJ Roller did drop a few places down to 17th, so that's unfortunate for him. But we see Sammy having a look. Oh, and his teammate Yuki Bear. Zodzi also trying to have a look in the Ferrari. It's Sammy on the inside, Yuki Bear on the outside. He holds on, and Yuki Bear, great team battle there. But Yuki holds on for 11th for the time being as a side-by-side onto lap 2 now. Left 4 Dead. He's going to have the inside for turn 1. He takes the lead here at Vegas, but Fat Cat won't back down here, but he will have to settle for second for now. It's been a great start to this race so far, and Left 4 Dead leads, bouncing back after an unfortunate loss for him last week. He could have had the win, but I don't think he's too affected by it, as Ferrari Pro's under pressure from Abyss. Abyss will try to go around the outside, but not enough space. He's going to try to switch back into the sphere section, and he will sit behind for now. Great little battling so far. As down the midfield too, MJ Roller making some moves. Wooly up a couple places as well. Rilo now passes Zodzi as he falls down. So position change, we'll have a look. Most positions gained. Yuki Bear up 6 spots. So brilliant start for the McLaren driver. Up to 6, saying how I am not Tier 1 pace. Well, that's been a great start, but Fat Cat's going to have a look back and taking the lead once again with the DRS as... Oh, are we serious? Are we serious?